Okay, so we're on my aunt's property, and usually I hunt public property. This is a little parcel, it's like 6 acres, and she gave me permission to do as many habitat improvements as I wanted to, and I brought down a lot of trees. It was very old timber, very tall timber, a very high canopy, not a lot of undergrowth, so there's really no food in these woods for the deer. And there wasn't any reason for them to be in the woods because there wasn't enough cover. It was just basically what is referred to as a deer desert. Well, I did about 3 years worth of work on it. A lot of work in the wintertime and in the spring. And now I see a lot more deer out here. And I'm just going to take you on a little tour of what I did and just show you and give some ideas and things that you can do for your own property. But I got my daughter here, Paisley, and we're just going to take a little walk. Come on, Pay. So this trail was cleared with glyphosate, and like there's a hinge cut. That one died, but that's been probably 2 years. Yep, I cut that. But this trail was cleared with glyphosate. I didn't do it this year. I didn't spray. As you can see, there's some growth there, but usually it's bare to the ground, which I'm okay with that stuff. That's not going to do me any damage. It's still an easy walk to the tree stand in here. But years ago, I got into a couple of guys on YouTube, Jim Browker, and the other guy's name is escaping me. It's his partner in crime, pretty much. Eberhart. Nope. Jim Browker, and it'll come to me later, but got a lot of good information on deer habitat and improvements that you can make. That's a good hinge cut there, and it's still alive. And those branches go all the way down to the ground where the deer can feed, which you can see that they are. All those branches are stripped clean. And then up higher where the deer can't reach, there's still, all those leaves are still there. But anything that gets down to their level, they're eating on. But then we keep walking down this trail that I made. This was actually a little food plot, but as you can see, the canopy is pretty well established, unless I'd bring down some of the bigger trees. But there is some good clover in there. You can't see it all, but there's some good clover in there. And the deer obviously love that. This was the site of my first mineral station that I used to have, and it was actually right there. That's a tree that I brought down with a handsaw. It's a pretty significant sized tree. Hold on, Pay. Wait for me. Come over this way, actually. We're going to go this way first. You coming? You came out here your first time when you were about 2 years old.
Yep. Prickers. Daddy, prickers.
No, those aren't prickers. Those are just regular weeds. I'm going to go back through this trail and clear all this off. The prickers and everything, just to make sure that there's nothing impeding my progress in the mornings when I come out here. And I'll probably only hunt this maybe a handful of times this year. But there's a trail that goes down through there, which we'll do a little walk on in a second. But this is the other trail, and this is the one that gets used the most because of a little improvement that I made like 3 or 4 years ago. And Paisley, you stay right here, okay?
There's a pond.
Yep. It's just a little kiddie pool that I buried into the slope of the hill, and I only had to fill it once. I filled it, it took about 8 buckets of water, 8 5-gallon buckets of water, and that was not fun. But since then, the water runoff down the hill has kept it full. and deer use it like crazy. They come in here and they drink and then they go. That's kind of scary though, because that's going to give way any day or any minute. And then I'll have to do another one probably, because I'm going to assume that that's going to roll right down that hill and take that out, but hopefully not. But then you always want to put a stick in there to make sure that if any mice or frogs or any kind of small animals get in there, that they're able to get out. So I've got a little stick in there too. I've got actually a couple of them. And you can actually see there's a little frog. Stay right there, Bryn. Stay right there. Stay right there. I know, but stay right here. I don't want you getting underneath this tree. Oh, there it goes. There's two of them. But yeah, you can see the stick right there. And the deer like to come right in through here and right in through there. And obviously up and through my trail. Okay, come on.
Now we're going to the other way.
Well, first we're going to show them down the hill.
Ooh, big rock. That's a big rock, Daddy.
Yeah?
Good, green. That's like foggy.
It's another hinge cut. Still sprouting and still getting eaten.
Ow, ow.
Like anywhere you drop these trees, they start sprouting out up the trunk. And those leaves get eaten. What? Did you get a little pricker? Okay, well don't keep your hands, don't let your hands get in the way of the prickers, okay?
Ooh, I got a pricker.
There's another hinge cut.
Yep.
That one's doing really well.
Ah. You caught that one, Daddy.
Yep, I cut it down and it's got lots of branches
And I see
coming
that
off of
train
it.
stand right there.
And it's still the part that's down, which just from that little bit,
Daddy.
hold on a minute, just from that little bit there, that whole tree is still alive. And this was probably 3 years ago, so that tree is still doing really well. That was one of our tree stands, which just kind of looks down the hill. And deer like to come right up through here.